On this episode of Backyard Builds, Tom gets a new family wagon.
Yeah. How you going, guys? Today we're in the car, something a little bit different for once. We're actually on our way to pick up another Valiant ute.
So, a couple of weeks ago we got a call from my upholsterer. He told us about this Valiant ute about 30 minutes from where we live. So we've negotiated with a guy who actually bought it sight unseen. So come along with us today and we'll actually see what it's like. Stay tuned.
And cut. Look at that. Premium barn find material.
That patina barn find goodness. What's wrong with patina barn find rat rod, Saxon?
Comment through camera.
No
What?
comment.
No.
So we are out here at the Copeland County today. As you can see, there's this Ford beside us.
This mint AU wagon.
We're going to rip the diff out of it for our ute today. These give us LSD, disc brake rear, and they're leaf springs. So they're pretty close in the same width. They're 28 spline from memory, from factory, so it should be nice and strong for us.
Width doesn't really matter because we're tubbing it, but
Well,
they're close for anyone that wants to use one in a standard application.
yeah. So we're going to get underneath it now and get that diff out.
And you're going to help, aren't you, Sax?
I swear on camera.
Oh, I busted. Did you cut?
What's going on? Someone has this year. Fuck, may as well go to scrap now.
Okay. Right, look at that. So make sure when you're jacking cars up, you're using the safe jacking points, which is not what we're using. Ooh. Ooh.
Cars aren't meant to groan.
Glad I'm not getting under there. Make sure your jack's always quite level and not sinking into the dirt as you go, but we haven't got time for that.
Tight schedule.
Some trouble.
Camera's rolling.
Yeah, you can wait. Oh, fuck, I'm halfway there.
Gotta capture the whole moment.
Oh.
Put it back in. Put it back in.
Oh, I can't. No. Good to see that Zach's on the tools again.
Yeah.
Oh, get it, Zach. Come on, get it. You want to swap sides?
No.
You'll bust the pump off you.
Can you not say the C word?
Stuck on the brake line.
On this episode of Backyard, Zach's got stuck on the brake line.
Oh, you've got it.
Out this way.
You got any weight? Beep.
So as normal, we're actually just going to take 2 digs because I need one for my wagon. Where's Zach's go?
Oh, don't break them, easy.
You sure we can't talk about that white Transit van? You know, the one with the swivel cups and seats?
Do you want expletive deleted?
You know, the one with the swivel seats?
It's up there. It's just not white.
It's white, man. It was white.
It was white.
Like, that's why you're wearing the glasses, mate.
Alrighty, so we've just gone and picked up that Valiant ute, come out here to Saxon's farm to get those diffs out of those Falcons. So while we're here, we thought we'd do a bit of a build profile on Saxon's project. Me and Tom have been pretty heavily involved with it, but Saxon's done all the work essentially. So I'll let Saxon give you a bit of a rundown on it.
So what we have here is a 1954 Dodge Fargo, and picked it up 6 years ago, and slowly I've been working out and making up my mind of what I want to do with it. And it's essentially going to be my shop truck, and try and turn a bit of a daily into it. So I just overkill right now while it's all apart. So I just got the 4-link bags, 9-inch. Haven't decided on ratio or anything like that yet, but I've got some big fucking meats for it. And I'm gonna be running like an 04 Boss 260 motor out of like an XR8, and should be fairly reliable. And yeah, it's Are there any plans for modifications to the motor, or? Yeah, well, I keep changing my mind, but I should at least be hopefully making about 400 kilowatts. Should be enough to haul the thing along.
Just NA or supercharged?
That's yet to be decided.
Yet to be decided?
Yeah, it depends if I can get one cheap enough, or
Set of twins on her.
set of twins, yeah, which I've got plenty of room, so there's always that option.
So what's your next thing to do here?
Well, the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to set the motor where I want it. So I think I just got to lift it up a little bit more, a bit further back, and start making motor and trans mounts. And then I'm going to get you around and start measuring the front end. And then I'm hoping to have the chassis as a roller by the end of the year, and then I'll untack the chassis out, put the body on, and start cutting away.
So as you can see, it's actually on a table Sax has made, so you can jig it all up and keep everything flat and level. The chassis is actually set at ride height, so everything's based around that pretty much.
So I draw the notch, or the rear end design, Watts link. I'm going to be building something very similar in another project of mine personally pretty soon. So the outer rails are all cut and folded. As minimal fabrication as welding as possible, just to try and keep some strength in it. We use an 1.5 inch, 3.2mm wall tube for our forelink, same as our Watts link. So running Heims on one end, poly bush on the other. So because of the arc that it runs on, it's always best to have a Heims, because the arm length tries to stretch a little bit. We have a bush to soften that. Ran bushes on the forelink just because it will be pretty well daily driven. Heims have a tendency to be a little bit rough, whereas your bushes, they're exact same as an eye bush out of a leaf spring, so similar load strain, and should be pretty comfortable. Went parallel over triangulated just because we could. Run the Slammer Specialties RE6 in the back, but we have the option to go to a 7 and or an 8 depending on what Saxon wants to actually carry with it. What size rim are you wanting to run?
So I've got a set of 15 by 12 and 15 8.5s of billet specialties, and they should look pretty fat. And I've also considering doing a set of stockers with hubcaps as well.
So did you have to cut the standard wheel tubs to get a 15-12 in the rear?
Well, there's nothing really left of the floor of the truck, so it's all getting cut out.
We'll go and we'll have a look at the body in a second.
And it's all gonna just start from scratch, which is my forte, and should go pretty smoothly and quickly on the sheet metal sides of things, and then it'll slow right back down again as soon as I get to the wiring, because I hate that.
You probably just pay someone to do it, to be honest.
Nah, I hate paying other people to do work because they never do it the way I want it, so I just do it all myself.
Alright, we'll go out and we'll have a look at the body then.
Zoom in and then fucking...
Yeah, I'm zoomed in.
No, like once you've done a walkover and then...
Yeah, I've done a walkover.
So as you can see, it's pretty well roached, but that's the whole reason I bought it, because I like it like that.
So that's the original back half, is it, Sax?
Yeah, so this is the original back half, and as you can see, it is not a big enough notch for how low I want to get it. So
there'd be no
factory leaf springs too, is it, Sax?
Yeah, 4-wheel leaf springs.
There'd be no point putting airbags in with that notch.
No. So as you can see in the back half, there's nothing really left of it anyway. So I've decided just to cut it all out, start again. When I first picked it up, I was originally going to chop and channel the roof and the body, but after thinking about it, I always hate seeing all these trucks with like 100mm bed, because then it makes the truck essentially useless. So having such a deep tub is actually perfect for what I want to do. You know, if I want to put a Harley in the back of it, or you know, carry stuff, it's at least by the time I've got the notch in here and done all the stuff, it's probably going to be around the same height as a Falcon or a Commodore Ute anyway, so it should work good. And then you come over to the front here, same deal. It's pretty well just cooked, so I'm just going to start again, and I'll be able to make whatever size trans tunnel I need. And I'm probably going to end up moving the file back just a smidge, just so I can get that motor a little bit further back. I don't want it too far back because I actually want to work on this car.
What's a smidge? 100 mil? 200 mil?
Probably like 80 mil, but no more than where that's actually going back to, because I actually hate like not being able to work on my cars because it's just a pain in the ass. So
The old Saxon would have gone 300.
and I also want leg room.
You're not very tall anyways, what does it matter?
I like leg room, that's why I drive Falcons on shitbox Commodores.
Oh. I'll talk up then.
Oh. Don't cross your arms, Sax. It's unprofessional.
Oh, sorry. Hands out pockets.
Hands out pockets.
Hands off hips. Sorry.
Just
What do I do?
can't lean on anything.
What do I do with my hands?
You just gotta.
Jazz hands. Can't use jazz hands.
Fine shuffle.
Righto, so he's had a pretty good look at Project Fargone. We'll keep you all pretty well updated as Saxon moves along with the build and as we help him out with it as well. So keep watching.
As he waits for me to draw his front end.
Where's the accelerator on the big dog?
On the big horse. Hold on. This week on Will It Run. Shit out of luck again, eh Tom?
It's a bloody battery again.
Saxon!